Hey guys, I can say good evening. I don't know. Anyway, guys, my name is Kim Ferdinand. After ton of copies, and I'm here with you. Yeah. So I was saying last time, right? We had issues about preparing for builds. By build, I mean packaging. When you go here, platform, and then you want to build whatever like Android package or iOS, Linux, or tvOS or Windows, right? So this is what we call building. Before it was here for those who use Unreal 4 so much, but now it's just here. It's kind of simple, but you still need to touch here and here. These two. Never forget to change settings. The issue not like the issue. The thing I hate about Unreal users is that they never even care to go into these settings and touch them, because many of them, they are there and they are, I can say, defaults, right? So you might see a random setting which is not for you, but you won't care at all. So I'm in JetBrains right now, and I am literally debugging the project. And let me show you the thing I was talking about. So the thing is, you can now literally, when you click prepare for build, let me show you. If I select every chunk and then I do auto baking, I save everything. So everything will auto bake itself, right? So I can sculpt this one. Let me go to basic and sculpt, and then sculpting. 500 is okay. Sculpt terrain. And then I can sculpt this one here, right? I will sculpt this. Let me smooth this out. It's so okay, yeah. And then I go out of sculpt mode, right? And then I save everything. Now I will see that after sculpting my terrain, I can literally prepare my game to be built. Let me go to prepare for build. Boom, I save, and you'll see here everything is a static mesh. Nothing is a terrain actor anymore. Now I can, if I do wireframe, you'll see it's here, and I think it got LODs as well. Let me see. Yeah, everything is it baked the LOD as well. So let me see. The LOD are there. Yeah, and now it's a static mesh. Now you can literally do this. You can do Android and build your game or whatever. Or if you are a Windows user, a package project, and then your game will run really well. Hold on, shit. Let me go here up. There is something called player stat. This one. Let me put it up here. Yeah, and then I click play. Boom, the thing is here, as you can see, and it's running well. And the auto LOD is working. Everything is kind of working. The text you can see on the left top of my screen is minimalistic performance viewer. Is a small plugin for debugging some small projects. And yeah, you may see the terrain is not high quality. It's just on you. You can add the section X and Y if you want to. But yeah, it's just you. For me, if I needed like an Android game, I won't need like a high poly mesh. Like I don't need that. And after that, if you like to, you can build the Nanite mesh data. And you can have Nanite displacement, and it will add geometry to your mesh, to your static mesh. So yeah, and now you can see even the editor is fast. The only thing we don't have right now is a proper, how can you call it? A proper baking. The painting system. Yeah. Okay. After this, if there is something you want to sculpt again as running to static mesh, you can go to terrain data and then reverse prepare. Boom. Now you can do whatever you need to do with this one again. Let me sculpt terrain. Yeah, and now you can sculpt again, right? It was a static mesh. Now we go back to the terrain mode, and now you can sculpt, and then you bake everything again to static mesh. You don't need to bake, right? If you feel like you can work with procedural mesh components, you just disable this one. Select everything and disable. Because I'm still sick, by the way. I chose to keep this option here in the I can say like independent, right? Like every single, okay, I can disable for this one, and then I go here. Now it's like the control. It's fully whatever terrain, right? So it's work per chunk. I mean, yeah. So every time you sculpt and then you go out of sculpt mode, it will literally bake your wall terrain. And I can go to height map. I can put this one here. Let me put this. I apply. Hold on. Oh, let me go back to restart auto PMC. Yeah, this is the thing. You see, right? And yeah, I can bake everything to static mesh. I do Control Shift S. I save. And then I can prepare for build, and everything becomes static mesh, right? And then I can reverse if I feel like someone didn't like this terrain, or you want to update your game and there is a new terrain that someone did create in maybe Gaia or World Machine or World Creator, and you can apply your terrain. You see it changes instantly. Let me put even here. And then I go terrain data, I bake everything. And then I prepare for build. I'm kind of happy now that I can use literally different thing and it's independent. I can now prepare for build. Everything become a static mesh, right? And it's got LOD, don't forget that, right? The LODs are there. If you feel like you can add it to Word, there is Word partition, right? It's also there. But I wanted to create my own kind of world partitioning thing. I don't know why, but the Unreal World partition, it got this, I don't know, but when every time you load a new chunk or a new world, how can I call it? Okay, let's say this is a world partition, right? You see the red side, right? When you are walking here and Unreal want to load this, it will kind of crash. Okay, not like crashing, but it will, okay, let me play. Right, okay, so yeah, I'm kind of stuck here then. Okay, you see the spark line, right? Let me F8. Yeah, okay, you see the spark line here, right? Whenever, oh shit. Anyway, my MSI is kind of activated. You see the whatever here, right? Let me go to, oh shit, I hate this one. MSI playing me. I can click Alt 1, I think. Alt 2, Alt 3, Alt 4. Yeah, Alt 4, yeah. So, as you can see here, we got this spark line, right? Whenever we load a new chunk, it will literally go down as shit. Okay, right now it's hanging because I'm watching to I got many tabs open. My RAM is fully used. My JetBrain is also scanning bullshit over there, so that's why I kind of got low frame rate. But sometimes I got, let's say, 120, which is the maximum I can have. Okay, sometimes I reach 200, but on empty scenes, right? But if my scenes is full, I will literally be on 80. So for now, I'm recording. MSI is kind of bullshitting me and everything. So whenever you load a new chunk, it will literally boom, as you can see here. Let me move, and then you wait. You see, right? Boom. Whenever you load a new chunk, that's what I don't like about the Unreal World partition. So I don't know why, but it should load with the async and then out of the game thread so that it won't kind of bug the wall thing. Let me just click F8. Yeah. So let me go. Let me run away from this. Oh, okay, I can still. Yeah. So the thing, after going out of MSI Afterburner, I got 80 FPS, right? And then after, if I don't record my whatever RBS, I will have 100, which is cool. So for, yeah, I think I'm kind of done with this one. I can push it on Fab and reduce the price because right now it's $45 and I need people to buy it so that I can have feedback. So I'll put it on either 25 to 35. And yeah, guys, I'm kind of happy. And yeah, let me kind of work on the material layers. Because right now, the thing we got, let me restore everything. Reverse prepare. Now I think everything is a PMC. Restore all to PMC. Yeah, the only thing we got now, we can use the mesh paint mode, which will help us to, let me do this. Select. Oh, okay, let me bake everything. Hold on. Yeah, now it can select. I don't know why you cannot select something which is not a static mesh, which is okay. I understand that. Yeah. Anyway, so we have our static mesh here. If I go to paint, let me fill it. Let me view mode. Let me say RGB, and then I will paint it to red. Let me try this. Oh, let me try blue. Right. Let me try blue. And then if I do, what is this? What is? Okay, it should be black actually. Let me fill it with black. Fill, and then I swap this one. I paint here to blue. I don't know, but I'm not seeing anything. This is weird. Oh yeah, those who install drop it. It's kind of annoying, but anyway, just close it. Let me wait. What? What the heck is wrong with? Okay, it's Unreal. So what is it low? Let me see. If I go back to off. Oh yeah, it's worked, but sure. Anyway, so as you can see, right, the only thing we got for painting right now, it's for those using auto materials, it is vertex painting. So yeah, the only thing we can have for painting or terrain, it's vertex painting. And if you apply, overwrite, it will go to all the LODs. And now if I go here, I bake all of them. Oh, it's baked already. And I prepare for build. Boom. Now you see the auto material doesn't work on those having auto LOD. You get. So yeah, I think. And if I go to RGB of this one, yeah. Oh, the blue is there. I can, let me blue and red. Let me kind of try something. Blue and here red, and then this side here we say green. Here we say green. Oh, come on, green, please, man. So and then I apply to every LOD, apply, and then I go back to normal. You will see that here we got the dust, here we got the grass, and then the yellow grass, and then the rocks here. We got 4 layers. Because if we go to alpha, we got everything on black. I think this one alpha? How can we paint the alpha map? If I go to the alpha channel and then I paint, can I paint the alpha channel? Let me try. This is alpha, I guess. Right? And then I apply, right? The alpha is black, right? I don't know if it works even. But anyway, so yeah, this is the only way we can use, we can paint our terrain for now. But yeah, mobile devices, we don't need layers. Terrain layers, we can use the vertex painting, which is cool for now. I say for now. Later, we might maybe do something different. And yeah, guys, thanks again and see you. I don't like long videos, so bye. Now the terrain mobile tool, it's fully functioning. And yeah, if you got errors and bugs, just tell me. For the materials, you can use auto materials if you want. I ship one every time let me see, performance. No, this is performance viewer. Mobile terrain tools. If you go to materials, you will see M terrain. This is the auto material. It's a custom material, by the way. Let me show you. Yeah, it's a really custom material. I did it custom. Why? Because I want calculation to be in HLSL. And then, as everything is in HLSL, things are kind of cheaper. If I did everything, all the calculations here, it could be hard, so hard. So I made the majority of the calculation in HLSL. As you can see here, the code, I added some comments so that you can find yourself. And yeah, and after that, it's written final BC. And yeah, this is the base color and roughness and normal map, whatever. And yeah, so that's, and now we can, hold on. Yeah, it's okay. It's a big material. If I didn't use the HLSL, right, it could be a big material. But as I'm using it, it will look small, but it's big. And I think it doesn't work in Unreal 5.1 and 5.2. But okay. It's okay. To do that, I need to rewrite it again in 5.1 and 5.2, so that those who use 5.1 and 5.2 can just enjoy the material or whatever. So guys, thanks again, and let me just stop talking and see you for the next one. And we will talk maybe about our next project or this one, because I was thinking that this one will be my biggest project ever. My own mobile terrain tool. But I think I should now start the migration to the GPU side. But right now it's kind of fine. I don't even need to move it to the GPU, because the way I did everything was to limit things to the CPU so that everything can be fast, so that the user who got no big GPU can literally sculpt. If you want your games to be on mobile and you want your game to be an open world, a big world, you can literally use mobile terrain tools and it will work well. So let me compile this, and then I will show you if let's build a big world, the biggest world ever. So let's wait. Yeah, as you can see, it's a big material. The only thing which is big is this node here, because it's got the HLSL code, but everything else is just normal. You know the absolute world position, the vertex normals. This is just some scalar parameters. The flatten normal, power, all these nodes you got, and the basic, just a simple material here. Come on. And then I got Visual Studio here. I don't know what is this guy doing, but anyway. This guy looks like it's doing something. I don't know. Come on. Maybe I should pause the recording, but I'm kind of weird. I'm not pausing it. Anyway. Let me see. Do you have some... what is this guy telling us? Nothing big. Yeah, so every time, for those who kind of are into Unreal and stuff, you can, every time you're building your plugins and whatever, you can check your log, Unreal log, Unreal log, right? It will tell you things you need to know. If you're on really slow or whatever, you will literally see everything here. But after building, of course, right, you will see things here that you're not seeing in the editor. So yeah, it's done. I thought, shit. Come on, help me. Yeah, I think now it's done, right? Yeah, it's done. Now it needs to update everything here. Let me save everything. So let me build a big world, right? I will do open world. And then I will save it. No, let me delete this first. So these are, they don't show us how many objects are selected. Well, let me count them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 by 8, right? Let me delete this and then we create our using mobile terrain tools, right? I will click delete and then I delete this one. I save. Let me call it open world. Enter. And then mobile terrain tools here. I will choose 40. The limit is, okay, I can still 200, yeah. 200 and then let me choose even 400. And then here it was 8 by 8. But the size okay. Let me put 1000. And then here, I think that's good. And click create. Yeah, it's bigger. It's bigger than the other one, actually. I save everything. Let me wait. So yeah, now the height map, let me browse some of my height maps and then open. I will choose 30. One smoothness, map range 0.25 to 0.95. Apply. Boom. And it's so kind of, let me play, right? Let me click play. Let me see. Oh shit, hold on, where is the player start? This one. Let me put it up. Oh, where is the terrain actually? Let me just do this, right? And then the player start. It's on the what origin. I put it there, and then I play. Okay. Yeah, this is our world. It's kind of big. No, let me do this, right? It's big, literally. Let me add some. Hold on, sorry. Let me just do this. Let me do, let's say 60. Apply. It's still slow. Small. But it's 120. Apply. Yeah, it's still coming. But as you can see, it's kind of low poly. Yeah, it's kind of low poly, but anyway, I chose that because open world, of course, right? So yeah, now you can see we can build our open world with mobile terrain tools, and you will see the mountains are big, literally big, and you can have your big world there. You can walk around. Yeah, you see, this is kind of, it's not that high poly, but anyway, at least you know what we can do, right? So now it's working. And then let me see, is it baked even? So it's literally, it's so big, right? It's so big. Hold on, what the fuck will happen? Okay, yeah, it's so big, like we can literally, what can we do? Let me add, maybe this one is not that good. Let me see. This one? Apply. Okay, they are, okay, my, my world is so big that, let me put 200. Apply. Okay, even like this, it's still big. But no, the thing is, like I'm not. I'm happy that it can. I never tried to make to okay. Like I never tried to create like big worlds, right? Let me add the material. Even this one, I think no. Yeah, this one is perfect. Apply to all. Let me see. Oh, the material is not. Yeah, the material is here, but the material instance is also here. Also here. So what's wrong? Blah, 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 error maximum. Something register index exceeded. Oh yeah, so now we got some issues with the auto material. Anyway, substrate is not available. I don't need substrates, by the way. Something exceeded. Okay, I need to now work on the material. Maybe I did touch the code which made our whatever not to work anymore. Let me save everything. So yeah. So for the material, if I do the terrain, nope, I do this one. Let me bake everything. I'm kind of happy that the baking is faster. Before it was when you're baking, right? You need to wait for the engine to finish building everything. Now you can bake your whatever, and then you will be just seeing the progress bar, and everything will be popping in the scene. You see, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So now I got issues with this material. I will need to fix it. Which, yeah, SM5 error, whatever. I hate this, but anyway. So, yeah. But anyway, it's not a big deal. I can just fix it on my own. So, yeah, as you can see, guys, we can still use our terrain, and it's big. So, let me leave you, right? Next time, it will be the foliage mode. And I will talk about the limitations and stuff. And this is one chunk. Yeah, this is one chunk, by the way. And if I do Alt 2, yeah, you'll see that, oh, the LODs are there already. But the far LODs are not good. I think I need to create a new way to, a new LOD system. Because the Unreal LOD is not perfect. I mean, it's perfect, but I don't know. I feel like it doesn't reduce well. You see, it doesn't reduce well the LODs. Because if we go to mesh LOD decoration, coloration, right? And then we go to terrain data, be equal to static mesh. Oh, they are static mesh. Okay. So the LODs are black. Why? Let me rebake all chunks with our LOD. Still black. Control Shift S. The grade is not there. Hold on. The grade and the LOD are not even connected. So I'm just saying this because of build grid. Everything is green. These are mesh card. What are these? But the thing I want to know is why our LODs are black. But in the wireframe, they are working, as you can see. If I come here, you see like a pop, right? You see, boom, right? That's the LOD. It's not even reducing anything. It's just reducing some parts. By reducing, I mean collapsing. And then if you go to, optimization, light complexity, everything is perfect. Oh, maybe, okay, let me prepare for build, right? Everything is static mesh, and then I go to level detail, LOD, still black. Maybe I'm crazy. Am I crazy? I don't know. If I go to optimization view mode and then shader complexity, no shader at all. I might fix that, don't worry. Light density, black. So this one here, black. Maximum shader count, extremely bad. Max shader complexity count is 2000. Okay, let me. Am I dreaming or quite overdraw? It's kinda. Normally it's good, so there's something here. I don't know what is this, but guys, let me leave you, right? 30 minutes already. And yeah, have a nice time. And as you know already, the game can. Oh shit, I forgot. Anyway, so yeah, we can make a big world with our mobile terrain tools. Let me go to this chunk, and then I will travel to the other chunk. Let me reduce the normal camera speed, and then let me go. Nah, let me put 3, sorry. So this is our world. So for those interested in open worlds, either on mobile games, on mobile, Nintendo Switch, or any handheld console, you got your own terrain tool. And you can export whatever this to Blender. You can use Geometry Node. At least it works with Nanite. Lumen. Lumen works with everything, but I was talking about Nanite for baking. If you want to add some Nanite materials like Nanite tessellation, yeah, you're free to do so. Yeah, it's quite big, right? So I'm just traveling from one diagonal to the other one. Yeah, it's big. So if we had like trees and rocks and paths and roads and whatever, you won't travel like this, right? You will be interacting with things, padding through paths, caves, and whatever. Right now it doesn't support caves yet, so I might add it as a spline. I don't know. So yeah, that was our small travel time. And if I go to my terrain speed, it's big. And I think we can do better. We can still add stuff here, add stuff here, add stuff here. Maximum chunks is 16, right? But we made 8. So we still got time. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching and have a great night. Let me go sleep, by the way.